The story of Nvidia begins with a vision that was as bold as it was simple, to redefine the boundaries of what technology could achieve. In the spring of 1993, three engineers, Jensen, Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Preem, gathered in a small garage in Santa Clara, California, with a dream that would eventually reshape the world. They were not just building a company, they were building a movement. At the time, personal computers were still in their infancy, and the graphics cards that powered them were rudimentary, often struggling to render even basic images with clarity. The trio saw an opportunity to create something revolutionary, a graphics processing unit, or GPU, that could deliver stunning visuals and unlock the full potential of computer graphics. But this was not just about technology. It was about possibility. Huang, a visionary with a deep fascination for computers, had spent years studying the limitations of existing hardware and dreaming of a future where graphics could be rendered with unprecedented speed and precision. Malachowski, a seasoned engineer with a background in semiconductor design, and Preem, a pragmatic problem solver with a knack for turning ideas into reality, shared this passion. Together, they envisioned a world where gamers could experience immersive, lifelike environments and where developers could push the limits of creativity without being constrained by outdated hardware. Their journey began with a question: what if we could create a graphics card that was not just faster but fundamentally different? The answer was the Nvidia GeForce, a product that would later become the cornerstone of the gaming industry. But in the early days, their vision was met with skepticism. The market for graphics cards was niche, and many doubted whether there was enough demand to justify the effort. Yet the trio believed in the power of innovation to transform industries. They saw their work as part of a larger narrative, a story of American ingenuity, where bold ideas could turn into groundbreaking solutions. This was not just about building a company, it was about building a legacy. Nvidia's founders were driven by a belief that technology should serve humanity, not just profit. They wanted to create tools that would empower individuals, fuel creativity, and open doors to new possibilities. Their vision was clear: to build a future where graphics were no longer a luxury, but a universal language, bridging the gap between imagination and reality. The spark that ignited Nvidia's journey was not just a product idea, it was a declaration of purpose. It was a promise to the world that technology could be more than just a tool. It could be a catalyst for change. And so, with determination in their hearts and a shared belief in the power of innovation, the three engineers set out to turn their vision into reality. The path to success is rarely smooth, and for Nvidia, the early years were marked by challenges that tested the limits of their resolve. By the mid-1990s, the company had grown from a small garage operation into a fledgling enterprise with a promising idea and a growing team of engineers. But as the years progressed, the reality of building a sustainable business began to set in. The market for graphics processing units was still in its infancy, and the competition was fierce. Established companies with deeper pockets and broader distribution networks were already dominating the space, leaving Nvidia to navigate a landscape that was both competitive and uncertain. The first major hurdle came in the form of financial strain. By 1995, Nvidia was 30 days away from bankruptcy. The company had invested heavily in research and development, but the returns were slow to materialize. The initial product, a graphics card designed for high-performance computing, failed to gain traction in the market. Consumers were hesitant to adopt new technology, and the industry was still reeling from the economic downturn of the early 1990s. Without a clear revenue stream, Nvidia faced the daunting prospect of closure. The founders knew they had to act quickly. Huang, Malachowski, and Preem met in the garage where it all began, poring over their financial statements and debating their next move. The challenge was not just about survival, it was about reinvention. They had to ask themselves, what if we changed our approach? The answer came in the form of a bold pivot. Instead of continuing to develop graphics cards for the desktop market, they decided to focus on a new category of hardware, the GPU. This was a radical shift, as the concept of a GPU was still in its conceptual stages. At the time, most companies were focused on CPUs, the central processing units that managed a computer's operation. GPUs were seen as a niche product, a specialized tool for specific applications. But the trio saw potential where others saw limitations. They believed that the GPU could be more than just a graphics card. It could be the foundation for a new era of computing. They envisioned a future where GPUs could handle complex calculations, enabling advancements in gaming, scientific research, and even artificial intelligence. However, the road to this vision was fraught with obstacles. The team had to overcome technical hurdles, secure funding, and convince investors that their idea was viable. The financial pressure was relentless. With limited resources, they had to make difficult choices. They cut costs wherever possible, including reducing their workforce and focusing on core development. They also had to navigate the complexities of manufacturing and supply chain logistics, which were still in their early stages. Every decision carried weight, and the stakes were high. The company's survival depended on their ability to adapt and innovate in the face of adversity. Yet the greatest challenge was not financial, it was cultural. The tech industry was skeptical of their approach, and many in the industry dismissed the idea of a GPU as a mainstream product. Nvidia's founders had to convince skeptics that their vision was not just possible but necessary. They had to prove that the GPU could be a game changer, not just for gaming, but for the entire computing landscape. This period of struggle tested the resilience of the team, but it also forged a deeper sense of purpose. The founders realized that their journey was not just about building a company, it was about building something that would outlive them. They were not just creating a product, they were laying the foundation for a revolution. And so, with determination and a renewed sense of purpose, they prepared to take on the next phase of their journey. The turning point for Nvidia came when the team made a bold decision to redefine the purpose of their technology. Instead of continuing to develop graphics cards for the desktop market, they chose to focus on a new category of hardware, the GPU. This shift was not just a technical pivot, it was a philosophical one. The founders realized that the GPU could be more than just a graphics card. It could be the foundation for a new era of computing. They envisioned a future where GPUs could handle complex calculations, enabling advancements in gaming, scientific research, and even artificial intelligence. This decision was not without its risks. The tech industry was skeptical of their approach, and many in the industry dismissed the idea of a GPU as a mainstream product. However, the trio believed in the power of their vision and were determined to prove that their idea was not just possible, but necessary. They began to develop a new approach to GPU technology, one that would set them apart from their competitors. The first major breakthrough came in 1999 when Nvidia launched its first GPU, the GeForce 256. This product was a game changer, as it was the first graphics card to be marketed as a GPU. It was a radical departure from the existing market, as it was designed to handle complex calculations and enable new possibilities in gaming and computing. The GeForce 256 was a testament to the team's ability to innovate and adapt, and it marked the beginning of Nvidia's rise to prominence. However, the journey was not without its challenges. The team had to overcome technical hurdles, secure funding, and convince investors that their idea was viable. They had to navigate the complexities of manufacturing and supply chain logistics, which were still in their early stages. Every decision carried weight, and the stakes were high. The company's survival depended on their ability to adapt and innovate in the face of adversity. Despite these challenges, the team remained focused on their vision. They knew that the future of computing was not just about faster processors or more powerful hardware. It was about creating tools that could empower individuals and fuel creativity. They believed that the GPU could be the foundation for a new era of computing, one that would enable advancements in gaming, scientific research, and even artificial intelligence. As the team continued to develop their technology, they began to see the impact of their work. The GeForce 256 was a success, and it opened the door to new possibilities in the world of computing. It was a testament to the power of innovation and the importance of taking risks. The team's ability to pivot and adapt to the challenges they faced was a key factor in their success. The turning point for Nvidia was not just the launch of the GeForce 25, it was the realization that their technology could be more than just a graphics card. It could be the foundation for a new era of computing, one that would enable advancements in gaming, scientific research, and even artificial intelligence. This shift in perspective was what set Nvidia apart from its competitors and allowed the company to thrive in a rapidly evolving market. The journey was far from over, but the team had taken a significant step forward. They had proven that their vision was not just possible, but necessary. And with that realization, they were ready to take on the next phase of their journey, one that would shape the future of technology for generations to come. Today, Nvidia stands as a global leader in the field of GPU technology, with a presence that spans across industries and continents. The company has grown from a small garage operation into a powerhouse of innovation, driven by the same vision that propelled its founders in the early days. Nvidia's journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence, a commitment to pushing the boundaries of what is possible, and a deep belief in the transformative power of technology. The impact of Nvidia's work is felt in every corner of the world, from the gaming industry to scientific research, from artificial intelligence to autonomous vehicles. The company has become a cornerstone of the tech ecosystem, enabling advancements that have redefined the way we interact with technology. Nvidia's GPUs are now integral to the development of cutting-edge applications, from high-fidelity gaming experiences to complex simulations and scientific research. The company's commitment to innovation has not only driven progress in these fields, but has also created new opportunities for entrepreneurs, developers, and researchers to explore the vast potential of GPU technology. One of the most significant areas where Nvidia has made a profound impact is in the field of artificial intelligence. The company's GPUs have become the backbone of AI development, enabling the creation of sophisticated machine learning models that are driving advancements in healthcare, finance, and transportation. Nvidia's technology has made it possible for researchers and developers to process vast amounts of data with unprecedented speed and efficiency, paving the way for breakthroughs that were once thought to be out of reach. This has not only accelerated the pace of innovation, but has also created new industries and opportunities for growth. In addition to its contributions to AI, Nvidia has also made significant strides in the development of autonomous vehicles. The company's GPUs are now a critical component in the systems that power self-driving cars, enabling real-time processing of data from sensors and cameras to make split-second decisions. This has not only improved the safety and efficiency of transportation, but has also opened the door to new possibilities in mobility, such as the development of smart cities and the integration of autonomous vehicles into existing infrastructure. Nvidia's influence extends beyond technology and into the realm of community impact. The company has been a leader in fostering innovation and supporting the next generation of technologists. Through initiatives such as the NVIDIA Developer Program and the NVIDIA Academic Program, the company has provided resources and tools to students, educators, and researchers, empowering them to explore the possibilities of GPU technology. These programs have not only helped to cultivate a new generation of innovators, but have also contributed to the growth of a global community of developers and researchers who are driving the future of technology. Looking ahead, NVIDIA's vision is to continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, to create technologies that will shape the future of humanity. The company is committed to sustainability, innovation, and the betterment of society, ensuring that its advancements serve the greater good. NVIDIA's journey is a testament to the power of American entrepreneurial spirit, a story of resilience, innovation, and community impact.